We're live. Okay, let me get the live going on TikTok. Let's see. And get us going on Instagram. All right, I'm going to go get the TikTok live going really quick. And then we are going to start chit-chatting, crafting, all the things. Also, I have a very squeaky chair. Okay. What did I call this? Wednesday night Q&A and crafty fun. Crafting. We'll just say and crafting. Go. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy Wednesday. I feel like today has been long. But we are here. Pajama party. Yeah, that's what the title is going to be. Pajama party with Laura. I'm just wearing like a t-shirt, but that's basically pajamas. I just lost my train of thought. It's been a long day. We're going to craft though. I've got this like vinyl here on the overhead. Hello, everybody on TikTok. I'm going to make like this Halloween decal. I may like tape it down right here actually so you guys can see it. Yeah, actually that's a good idea. Let's do that. I do have some tape right here. I'm going to tape it down so it doesn't move. Also, the fingernails. I think it's time for some new nail polish. And we're just basically going to weed this awesome decal, figure out where to put it, and chit chat about all things crafting. I am dying to know what you're crafting for Halloween. I'm dying to know what you're crafting for Christmas. I want to know what everybody is, if you have like a crafty business, like an Etsy, I would love to know what you're selling this Christmas. My children are going to bed upstairs right now, so you might hear them shrieking, just as an FYI, and don't be alarmed by that. Hi, everyone. We are doing some spooky, I'm weeding this spooky decal that you can't tell what it is yet because it's like dark. And we're talking about crafty things. So let me know what you're crafting for the fall. Let me know what you're crafting for Christmas. Let me know what you're selling this year on Etsy. I have been doing some research into what I think are going to be like the hit products this Christmas on like Etsy and stuff. I'm dying to know what you guys think it's going to be. We do have a YouTube video that's coming out next week about what the the projected top selling products are going to be. So I'm interested to what you guys are doing or what you're thinking. First time watching, hi, welcome. And hi to everyone joining us on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, we are also live on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook simultaneously. And there's 2 cameras set up on those platforms. So if you want to see like my overhead camera, hop over there. Otherwise, you can just listen to me talk over here. A spooky tumbler. Yeah. I also need a spooky tumbler. I want to show you. Let me show you guys this tumbler that I just did though. Hold on. Just hold. I say just did, but really I did it a bit ago. But I don't know if you can see it with all the stuff in it. I have all these little scraps in it. I don't know. Oh, you can see it really well. I did this like spooky cowboy tumbler and I am obsessed with it. I guess this isn't really a tumbler, the glass can thing, but I'm obsessed with this one. I did this one. It's what I'm showing TikTok now. I don't know if you guys can see it really well. It has a bunch of scraps in it, but I did this little spooky season like ghost tumbler, and I'm obsessed with it with the little holographic vinyl for the ghosts. I need to like make another one, but because I think this would look cute on a tumbler in addition to like this little glass can. So yeah. Also, look at these little guys inside of it. I need to use these, but these are all little vinyl like stickers, and they're shaped like little t-shirts. How cute is that? Okay, let me get my weeding hook. I left it back here. That was a little bit of a Mistake. Her moon's over here. Hold on. The case of the missing weeding hook. Okay. I'm going to start weeding this design. TikTok, I will make sure to pay attention to you and periodically come over here and say hi and answer your questions too. But part of the reason for this live, well, let me turn my computer here. Part of the reason for this live is to answer any of your questions about crafting. That could be like heat transfer vinyl, adhesive vinyl, Cricut Design Space, Glowforge, Cricut, design bundles, SVGs, print and cut. What are the questions? Puff vinyl. Last time I feel like there were a lot of questions about puff vinyl. I love just doing a good old Q&A. So if you have a question about anything crafting, drop it in the comments and I will pin it to the screen and we will chat about it. I do not claim to know the answers to everything on the face of the earth, but I have been crafting for a long time and hopefully I can answer your question. But if not, that's one of the things I love about design bundles. We have such a great community and I am confident that somebody else who's watching will know and we'll talk about it. So with that being said, I'm going to start weeding, but if anybody has a question, drop it in the comments. And if no questions are being asked, then, you know, you'll all just be a captive audience to me talking about fall crafting. Because I have already started all my fall crafts. Hello to everyone joining on TikTok. My plan is to be live for about 30 minutes, maybe a little longer, depending on if we all get chatting and just a bunch of things to talk about. I'm realizing that I taped this down on top of the vinyl, so I have to like lift it up. Hello. We got so many people from all around. Paula says, do you do sublimation? I do sublimation. I'm going to pin your comment up here so everyone can see it. I do sublimation. It is one of the things I am newer to. I think that I'm still in that phase of sublimation where I'm like testing out what my style is and like what I like to do. I started out sublimating tumblers and I do love sublimating tumblers. And I've also done a lot of t-shirt sublimation and like tote bags and stuff. But now there's just so many different kinds of tumblers. I think it can be really hard to like have a seamless design. So I would love all the sublimation tips. My like funny story about sublimation is the first time I sublimated something. Wow, words. The first time I sublimated something, I caught my sublimation oven on fire. Yeah, caught it on fire. So, and that was because I was using the method where you shrink wrap your sublimated tumbler and then stick it in the oven. And I think I had the heat up too high and I also didn't rotate it at all. And it was en fuego, as they say. In fact, my son was 3 at the time and he just goes as calmly as ever. He was just like, Mommy, it's on fire. Is that supposed to happen? No, Henry, indeed, it is not supposed to happen. So anyways, that's the first time I tried sublimating. Since then, I've had a lot more success, but yeah. Showing your comment. I've been mostly doing heat transfer vinyl, but purchased sublimation designs with the dollar deal. Can those be used with DTF? Yes, those can definitely be used with DTF. You can also just use them as like a general print then cut design. So like that's one thing that I love about sublimation designs is they work as a print then cut too. So you could just do it like on printable vinyl, on sticker paper. You could do them as DTF. You could do them as like you could go to a website that will print them as like a gang sheet for you. So yeah. I like doing that as well, just because sometimes it's like a little less scary. But yeah, the dollar deal always suckers me into buying things that I have no clue how to make, but I want to figure it out. And when you're only spending $1 on the file, it's like, well, yeah, I can figure this out. I'm only paying $1. So yeah. Okay. A Touch of Faith says, what kind of printer do I use? I have the So I have to like look at it. It's behind me. You guys can't see it, but it's like right off screen, right over here, right there, actually. I was looking at it backwards. I use the Sawgrass SG500. I bought it from my craft source. They sell it as a bundle with the ink and with paper and with a bunch of other stuff. And I really like it so far. Like, I haven't had any qualms with it. I've had it for I think I've probably had it for 6 months. And I've not replaced the ink, and I sublimate quite a bit with it, but I've never had to replace the ink yet. So I think that's like pretty good. But before that, I had an Epson, I think it's an Eco Tank, that I converted to a sublimation printer. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about, converting an Epson to a sublimation printer. But there is like, it was really popular for a time. People were talking about how you can convert an Epson into sublimation by just swapping out the ink. Oh, look, she's literally talking about it. She converted an Epson Eco Tank. Yes. I think that I loved my Epson Eco Tank. The only thing that I wish someone had told me, and since you just did it, I hope that someone told you this, but if you don't print regularly on the Epson Eco Tank once you've converted it for sublimation, the ink will like dry up in the tubes. And then you're going to find that you're having to like constantly clean it or like run the cleaning protocol on it to like make it usable. But eventually mine hit a point where I just wasn't using it as frequently as I guess I should. And I ended up having to just chuck it and get a new printer because it kind of like got destroyed. So I would say if you're interested in converting an Epson Eco Tank, I love mine, and I loved mine and I thought it was really good, but I just was unaware of the whole you have to use it regularly thing. Oh yeah, good. So she says she prints each week. Ooh, you made earrings. That sounds fun. I don't think I've ever done sublimated earrings before, but that's a really good idea. Now I got to go look at designs on design bundles because I know there's probably a million and I just haven't used them yet. I've been getting really into doing Glowforge earrings, like with wood or leather or something like that. And I don't know if you guys are if anyone is on TikTok, well, you guys are because you're literally watching on TikTok. But if YouTube and Facebook and Instagram people are over on TikTok, the thing that keeps coming up on my For You page that I am obsessed with and I want to try so bad is clay earrings. The people who make the clay earrings, it's just chef's kiss. It looks so fun. And I think they're really, really cute. But it's one of those things that feels intimidating to me. I don't know if I'd be good at it. But who's good at things the first try, honestly? Has anyone else tried clay earrings yet? Also, this is weeding like way quicker than I thought it was going to. I'm looking over at TikTok as well. Hi from Alabama. Jessica, I'm from Alabama also. I actually grew up in Opelika, Alabama, which almost nobody has heard of, but it's near Auburn. You think I should do the clay earrings? I feel like they would be fun, but it feels intimidating to me. And I know like I actually found this Etsy seller that I am obsessed with that I could probably spend like $300 on her page alone. But she sells like the polymer clay cutouts, stamps, whatever, not stamps. Yeah, cutouts. Little cookie cutters, but for polymer clay. She sells those. And, oh yeah, I know where that is, Jessica. Anyway, she sells the little cutouts for the polymer clay, and she has some amazing ones. Like, they are so cute, and it makes me think that I could do it. So I kind of want to try. Hi to everyone joining on TikTok. Oh my gosh, you're under a tropical storm warning? That's right. I forgot that like the hurricane moved on through. In Tennessee today, we had a cloudy day, but we never got any rain. And I feel like they were saying we were going to get a little piece of it, but we just never did. We just got clouds, which, you know, whatever. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope that it's, when is it past? Like, how much longer do you have under your tropical storm warning? Ah, this little piece is like not wanting to go. It's like staying stuck. There we go. Staying stuck. That's really not. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I think I asked this at the beginning, but then we all got off topic talking about other things. What is everybody making for fall? What are all your fall crafts? I'm into the puff vinyl. Oh, wow. You guys had schools closed. That is not fun. That's crazy. Our schools started back today. So it was, of course, just a hot mess all over the county today because, you know, first day back to school, nobody remembers how to function and drive and get places on time. So it was a good time in Middle Tennessee today. We're still, oh yeah, polymer earrings, the clay earrings. I know. I think they look really cool. And there's so many cute ideas out there for them. And I have an Etsy shop, but my Etsy shop is mostly just like SVGs. But I feel like my problem is this. Tell me if anybody else is like this. My problem is when I get a new like fixation like that, like if I got into the polymer clay earrings, I know myself and I know I would have like a million little cookie cutters for it, a million different colors of it. And I'd be wanting to like sell them every day of the week. And I would just get so invested. Like that's one of those little niches that I think I would become obsessed with. That's also how I feel about hand embroidery. I feel like if I got into hand embroidery, you guys would never see me again. Like I would just never come out of my room. I would just be doing that all the time. Prepping for an upcoming fall wreath. Oh, that's cool. Well done. Buying and planning is half the fun of crafting. Yeah, that's true. I know. It's like I have to like pace myself and say, okay, we're not going to try anything new. Not until I use like all this other stuff that I have. Sorry, you guys. It's only 7:15 or it's 7:18, I guess. But I feel like it could be 9 o'clock. If you told me it was 9 o'clock, I'd believe you. Yeah, buying and planning is half the fun, but getting into new things, it is just like in this drawer, literally in my desk, I have a drawer right here. I have this little hand embroidery kit. Who knows? Maybe when I finish weeding this sticker, I'll get it out and start it. This happens when I get on Amazon and I'm like, it's a good deal, you know? And then we end up becoming obsessed with embroidery. So, but I feel like my daughter has a lot of jeans and stuff, and how fun would it be to do all the little hand embroidery things or like on a sweater for the fall or Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm messing up on my TikTok over here. Jenny saying you're obsessed with polymer clay earrings. I know. I think that I'm going to have to start making them because they are so fun. And sorry, I thought I saw someone walking by and I thought it was one of my kids who jumped out of bed, but it wasn't. It was a rack of clothes that I have to tag for the consignment sale because that's on the list also. Anyways, I love the polymer clay earrings. I think they're going to happen soon. I'm going to be doing them. And I think for people who have an Etsy shop and stuff, I think those were really popular last year and they had really high sell-through rate. And I suspect this year will be no different. When I was doing my research for that YouTube video though, because I think I said this at the very beginning, but it was before a lot of you hopped on, our YouTube video next week here for design bundles is going to be all about what is predicted to be high sellers this Christmas season on Etsy and on like handmade sites. And one of the things that kept popping up was so surprising to me. Ooh, I'm tempted to make it a surprise. No, I won't. There's some really good ones on there that will be shocking to you that I will leave as a surprise. So you have to go watch the video. But this one that was surprising to me that I'll tell you now was macrame Christmas ornaments. Like, apparently they're already selling really, really well. They have a really high profit margin because it costs like nothing to ship them. But they look so fun. And in that video, which I will tease this part and not tell you all of it, because then why would you want to watch? I won't spoil it all for you, but I loved making that video because I love looking at like what is going to do well on Etsy, what all like the different people are predicting. And I look at all these I have all these plugins that like track what is selling through quickly on Etsy. And I love doing that. I'm a data nerd. I used to teach statistics, so this is like my favorite thing. But anyway, you didn't need all that backstory. The point is, macrame ornaments are apparently going to be huge. And in the video, I talk about like ways that they would be fun to sell or like what you could do with them. And there are some good designs on design bundles for the macrame ornaments. But that was surprising to me. That's not something I've seen personally, like almost at all. But then when I saw somebody making them, I was like, oh, that's another one that I could get really into and really addicted to. Has anyone else seen those? Or am I like, are you like me? Like I had not seen those at all. I've not heard of those. Anybody else seen the macrame Christmas ornaments? I wish a fly just flew past my face. Oh, there's all these messages coming through. Whoa, sorry. Hi, everyone joining on TikTok. But anyways, yeah, they look really cool. And basically, if you've not seen them before, what they are is like they have a wood or acrylic like top portion that is the main part of the design. And then the bottom part is like the little macrame, like, you know, like the hangy part. Oh, Faith, yes. Also, your handle is A Touch of Faith, but I'm guessing your name is Faith, or is it about Faith? Let me know. I don't want to call you Faith if that's not your name, but you should definitely look into making them. I mean, they're supposed to be like one of the highest predicted like Christmassy trends this year, and I think they're so cute. Justina looked. Yes, they're adorable, and they look really fun. And you can do a lot with them too. I think that all the ones that I've seen have like just the normal like tan little macrame like dangly. But I think that, okay, good. Your name is Faith. I was like, I'm just about to start calling her that, and that might not be her name. Anyways, I think it'd be cool to do them in all different colors too, or do like an ombre one. You know, you could do like jellyfish ones that like look like a jellyfish hanging down. I don't know. You could get really creative with them. And I thought that was cute. But in that YouTube video, we go through like a bunch of other ones that are supposed to be trending. I think that one was number 3 on the list. But there's some really, really cool stuff. Actually, while we're on the topic of YouTube, we have been putting out a YouTube video every week. And I would love to know what kind of videos you guys want to see if you have something on your mind. If you don't have a preference, that's totally fine. Usually I just kind of look up what people ask in the comments and like go based off of that. But if you have any thoughts about what you want to see on YouTube, let me know, because we do DIY tutorials, but we also do things like this Etsy one where we talk about like crafty business things. And then we also do like Cricut design space tips, Glowforge stuff. And I don't want to do things that only interest me. I want it to be things that you guys like too. So if you have ideas about YouTube, let me know. I need to put transfer tape on this because I'm realizing I'm almost out of time and I've just yapped the whole time. And I'm not even done with this decal that I started, 25 minutes ago? So, and I just ripped my transfer tape. Speaking of ripping things, 2 weeks ago, I was going to make a Cricut project, and Oh, Jenny is on TikTok, so you guys cannot see her up here, but down here, she says, I want to see you making the polymer clay earrings. Now I have to do it. Oh no. Okay, I'm actually gonna write that down, Jenny, because I do think that would be a really fun video. And I think there's a lot of people who are probably like me and are interested in trying it, but like don't know where to start or what to use or how it works or what kind of clay to use. So I have a little notebook that I write all my ideas down in. I'm going to put it in there. Dun, dun. So we're going to put down, we're going to do polymer clay earrings. I can also, in that video, show you guys that stamp. I keep calling it a stamp, but what I mean is cutout, cookie cutter, her little polymer cookie cutter. Faith, yay, thank you. Hopefully you like the YouTube video, especially because you just started making earrings. That's really fun. I mean, ornaments. Sorry, we were talking about polymer clay earrings and my brain just like, Caesar brick HTV. Yes, I have used Caesar brick. I think that would also be a great video because I don't know who has or hasn't used the Caesar brick HTV, but it is thick. Like that stuff is insane. Like, I actually made my daughter a shirt with brick and it was really cool because what I ended up doing is putting, I think flocked. Did I do it with flocked? Sorry, I'm trying to remember what I used. I think I used flocked heat transfer vinyl and I put like yay, like the word yay on the shirt. And then over top of it, I put a pennant, like a little pennant flag in brick HTV. And if you put brick heat transfer vinyl over top of another like kind of semi-thick vinyl, it creates like an embossed look. And it is so stinking cool. I saw someone do it on TikTok and I was like, I have to try this. This was like a year ago when I did it. But that would make a fun video to make again because it's a really cool use of brick HTV because it's so thick that putting stuff under it makes it look like it's embossed and it's just really neat. It's really cool. Oh, Jenny says her first attempt at the polymer clay probably could have been much better, so she's excited to see the video. I think everybody's first attempt on anything is just chaos, crafting at its best, and also fun. AB says, I would love to see videos where people get their materials. Oh, yeah, besides Michael's or Hobby Lobby. That's a great idea. I'm writing that one down too. You guys have good ideas because there's so many online stores that have great prices for stuff like that. But there are so many options and it's hard to know. And I mean, I still use Michael's and Hobby Lobby some, especially if I run out of something and I want to get it like that day. But I would say at this point, primarily, I pretty much buy everything online if I can. I'm making sure I'm keeping up with TikTok. So we said brick HTV, although you said you were talking about brick HTV, but you didn't necessarily say you wanted it to be a YouTube video, but I'm writing it down because I think it'll be fun. So then sourcing materials, that's a great idea. It's hard to find what to use in the UK too. Yeah, and I think that's the other thing that can be frustrating when like, even when I make these videos is like, I think a lot of these craft stores will only ship to the US or they only ship to the US and Canada. And that's just, why can't everybody just ship worldwide, you know? I mean, because it's expensive is the reason why, but still. I still haven't put transfer tape on this. Let me grab my scissors really quick. Any other YouTube ideas, please drop them in. I'm writing them down. I have my little notebook. And then literally as soon as I get off this live, I am going to make my little cup of spearmint tea and find a comfort show to watch. What is everybody watching right now? Has everyone watched Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders? I just started it. I'm behind the trend, but everyone was all, sorry, that's really loud. Everyone was all about Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders for a while. I'm watching on TikTok for a minute so I don't miss a comment. Also, I know that I just cut way too much. Oh no, it folded over on itself. I know that I cut way too much, but I ripped it down here at the bottom, so I have to I have to use all this extra for the big rip. Come on. Look at that. I just stuck it to my table, basically. Last chance. Anyone have other thoughts about YouTube? Also, I don't know if anyone else crafts things for their children like me, if you have children. I spent hours making a mural with my Cricut for my daughter's wall. Like, I took her whole back wall of her room and turned it into this like wildflower wall with my Cricut, and I put each flower up individually, and she liked it for like a week. She's 3, so you know she's fickle. Okay, 3-year-olds are notoriously fickle. But she liked it for like a week, and now every single night she's like, "Mommy, I just don't like it. Take it down." And I'm like, "That's fine. Just my blood, sweat, and tears went into this project, and you don't like it anymore. It's okay." Okay, she's done. Faith says a sublimation project. Yes, and I vow not to catch anything on fire. Hello. I'm gonna write that one down too, because honestly, I kind of forget about sublimation projects. I think because they're equally difficult, but there's just not as many steps to them. So I think I am always like, oh, this would be a boring video. Nobody wants to watch this. But I feel like I watch a lot of sublimation videos, so I don't know why I don't think to make them. The largest project you've done is adding business name to a table cover. That's a huge project though, because number one, anything oversized on fabric is hard. And also with it being your business name, it's like the stakes were high. You know, if I mess up my daughter's wall, I just take it down and no one sees it but her, and she's 3. So what does she know? You know, it's just poor taste anyway. Liz on TikTok says sublimation would be good. I've added the ink and not even turned the machine on. Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people are. I don't think you're alone there, Liz. Not at all. In fact, that was me for a long time. Sublimation is scary. And I also think sublimation blanks are expensive. And so people want to know what they're doing before they do it, because if you mess up a blank, it's like, you know, it's expensive. So, okay. Well, sublimation sounds like it's then. Maybe we'll do some sublimated tumblers and stuff, because I think the tumbler wrap situation is hard. Beginner-friendly sublimation. Some of us are still living vicariously through the sublimation printer owners. Okay, we'll do a beginner-friendly sublimation. I'm writing that down. I think a beginner sublimated tumbler. I think that would be like primo. Beginner-friendly. Also, I made this thing giant, which is also the problem I seem to always have. Hello! And Cricut Infusion. I've tried Cricut Infusible ink. Is that what you're talking about? Or do they have something new that I don't know about yet? It's possible they have something new and I just don't know about it yet. But I do have Cricut Infusible ink. And I have Cricut Infusible ink pens back there. And that would also be a good video, because I haven't played with those in a long time. Beginner friendly and tumblers. Okay. Seems like we are in consensus about the sublimation stuff. But I'm also going to write down infusible ink, unless, okay. Well, here's how much I know is you said Cricut Infusion, and my immediate thought was, oh, they have something new that I don't know about yet. But because you know how they do, sometimes they are really loud about their new products, and then other times you go to their website and you're like, when did this get here? But infusible ink, I think that would be good, because you can do a lot with infusible ink, And I actually saw someone do this project and I tried it at home and it worked really, really well. She's talking about Cricut infusible ink. Yeah, it's hard the first time you do it, but it's really, well, I shouldn't say it's hard. It's just different. Like it's different than anything else. And so I think for that reason, it can be weird to try for the first time. But I did a project where I used the Cricut infusible ink pens and I had my kids draw, like literally just draw with them. And then we put them on tote bags and it was so simple and so fun. And they could just like draw with it on like the paper or whatever. So that was cool. But I like the infusible ink products all around. Yeah. Sorry, my brain just like died for a second. Yeah, I think infusible ink is a good idea. I really want to peel this decal, but I don't know what I'm putting it on yet. It's large. Maybe like, I could put it on like a tumbler, but it was like maybe this direction and kind of wrap it. It would kind of look like that. That's kind of cute, actually. Also, oh, side note, going back to sublimation. Oh, AB says in Northern Virginia, the Michaels infusible ink pens were all on clearance. Well, sounds like we're all going to Michael's tomorrow. Let me show you guys this tumbler really quick before I get off. So I got these in a pack of 4 on Amazon. They look like a little Stanley. They're really cute, really good quality, but these are sublimatable, which was mind-blowing to me. So maybe in my video, I'll sublimate on these because like you were talking about being scared to do sublimation. I am so scared to sublimate on these because they're so pretty and so nice. And I'm worried that I'm going to ruin them. Show a product or project that I've made with infusible ink. I don't have a single project or product that I've made with infusible ink like in the room with me right now. I've made like a couple shirts for my kids in those tote bags, but that was like probably 2 years ago. I mean, it's been a minute since I've used it. I did do like a project for a friend with it probably like 6 months ago, but I don't have it. So I think that's another reason why it would make a good YouTube video because I haven't used it in a long time. And I think a lot of people probably haven't. So I think that would be a good one. Okay, that yawn is time to go eat dinner and wrap it up for the night. But thank you guys for all your suggestions. And obviously, happy spooky crafting because we made our little boo decal. I got to figure out what to put. Oh, these cups are just from Amazon. And they are, let me see if there's a tag in them or something. Hold on, let me look for you. Oh, they come with a little silicone straw cap. That's kind of cool. They don't have a, they don't have a name on them, but I'll find it and I will, hang on. Actually, I can find this really quick. And I'm just going to put it in the chat. Oh, there it is. I was going to say it's going to come up that I bought it. All right, I'm going to try to put it in the comments. Last time I did this, the comment went through like 100,000 times. So if it starts doing that, I will cancel it. But that's where I got them, from Amazon. And that's not like an affiliate link or anything. So you don't have to worry about that. It's literally just an Amazon link. But anyways, I want to do these lives more often. So if you guys like them, let me know because I just love hanging out and doing the crafts. Maybe next time we go on live, we'll do like a puff vinyl project or a sublimation project or a infusible ink project. I almost said cricket infusion, which is now going to be like our new inside joke. We're going to do cricket infusion tonight, which sounds kind of like a cuisine, but it's not. Okay. Yes, I do too, Denise. I think it's fun to just like get to hang out and it's not so like produced or planned, you know? It's like we're just crafters doing our crafting thing. Or actually, you know what? Next live, let's make polymer clay earrings. Everybody bring your clay. We're all going to hang out and make polymer clay earrings. Okay, on that note, I haven't eaten, so I'm going to go do that. But I love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Start those Halloween crafts. Yes to the Puff vinyl. Sorry, I saw that comment at the last second. I love Puff. We'll do a project on this. Next time, maybe we'll do polymer clay earrings. That'll be my, like, reason to start doing it. Okay, bye, everyone.